Is that good? Who am I talking to? Alright, hello. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the PLOG. So I am going to Hawaii this upcoming Thursday. It is now Monday, so there is not going to be any PLOG for the next, I'd say, few weeks, to be honest, because I'm going to be gone this week, half of this week, and then all of next week. And I wanted to do like a daily vlog or PLOG of Hawaii, but to be honest, this is like a family vacation thing, and I will record stuff while I'm there, but I'm not going to bring like a nice big camera or anything like that because I'm trying to pack light. And I just kind of want to experience this, enjoy it. You know, just like the local sounds of the waves, and then the sounds of me and my sisters arguing over things like me using their hair dryer as a kid, or I don't know, me shitting in the back of the car, you know, things like that. There's just gonna be a lot of family time and a lot of experiencing like each other's presence in a completely different environment, because we've just, like I said, never done this before as a family. So it's very special to me, and I'm gonna be there with my two nieces and my nephew. So yeah, it's just gonna be like a really fun time. I will record stuff here and there, and I'll probably just put it all together in maybe like 1 or 2 videos, who knows. But yeah, there's not gonna be videos for the next few weeks, so I thought I'd just kind of do like a quick little video just for anyone who's kind of following these videos and watching, and they just need something to kind of hold them off, you know. But I thought I got a couple more things, so I could share those, and also I wanted to show how I would style the pants that I got in the last video, the pants from COS. Like, I really feel like the more I wear these, the more I like them, but I'm also scared of if I lose any more weight, I am not going to be able to fit in them, and it's just like so much of a hassle when your weight fluctuates so much to like keep clothes like are consistent. Like, you love them, but you don't have to get them in another size, so that's going to be annoying. But I think for now, what I'll do is I will just stay fat. Just kidding, I'm not going to do that. If I happen to lose enough weight where, you know, these pants don't fit like they used to, that's just a sacrifice you have to make. Or you could get them tailored, but I feel like the tailoring will cost more than the actual pants, so I might as well just buy new pants. But I don't know, I don't feel like I need to do that. Maybe I'll just use a belt. I kind of like the beltless look, so I'll just show you an example of what I mean. These are the pants. You can't see full body, but this is what I would wear with them. I mean, I would wear this to Hawaii if I could, but to be honest, it's gonna be too hot to wear pants. I know what you're thinking. I'm still gonna be wearing pants. They're just gonna be shorter pants. They're called shorts. So I'm not gonna wear these as airy as they are. I'm still gonna get very hot. So unfortunately, not bringing these, but this is kind of what I would wear. I think I'm gonna wear this top to Hawaii. It's kind of like a towel material. This is from H&M. H&M, you know, their quality comes and goes. It's like, sometimes they have a good, you know, quality piece, and sometimes their quality is just like, I don't know, it's like wet toilet paper to your body. The moment water hits it and a little bit of heat hits it, it just becomes a completely different item. So I don't know. This is one of those items, though, I will say, has stood the test of time. I've had this for over a year, and I've worn this multiple times. I think anytime I see sun out, I always feel like this is the vibe. And if I sweat, it like soaks it up like a towel, and it's awesome. I can like double it as a towel. This is like my perfect to go to the beach shirt. It's not like airy and light or anything like that, but it's like a towel-like material, so I don't know, it feels very fitting for the beach. All that being said, I'm wearing it with these pants, and I really like the way it looks. It's tucked in, it's a little bit less, you know, loose. It's a bit more fitted, but it's still loose enough that I feel comfortable in it. Just enough to have a little bit of material hanging over the side. I really like that look. I feel like I'm having an Italian summer when I wear this outfit. I like it. The pants are still wrinkly. I did not have time to iron it or anything like that. And then I have my Birks on. They are not like the legit Birkenstocks. They are Birkenstocks, but they're like the, what do you call it? It's like a foam material. They're like the foam version of the Birks, and they're a lot cheaper, but these are so versatile. You can wear them anywhere you go, especially if you're in Hawaii. They're comfortable enough to walk in for a long time. And you can go on the beach and you can walk amongst, you know, Waikiki Strip or whatever. You can do all that. That being said, I did get one more piece of clothing I want to show you. I went thrifting this week, and I saw a couple things that I wanted to get, but I ended up just pulling the trigger on this one thing specifically. I honestly kind of like the way they look with these pants to be honest. It's like a looser fit kind of thing, and I like the way it sits right at the waist. But yeah, I'll show that to you guys now. So this is the shirt I got. It's Van Heusen. Van Heusen. Can you see that? Come on, please. Please. 100% cotton. It's this nice little plaid shirt that I saw, and it's got like one little pocket button right here, or button pocket. So it's this nice little flannel shirt. I like the way it fits. I like the way it drapes. It feels loose. It feels comfortable. Like, I love shirts that kind of fit like this. I've always liked the way looser things kind of felt on my body. Maybe it was due to insecurity of just always being sort of a bigger person. But yeah, I just always kind of like this look. And I didn't know what it was called for such a long time, but now it's everywhere. So if you look at relaxed fit, or if you look up boxy fit or oversized, that's sort of what this is. But I think this shirt came out at a time where that term wasn't necessarily being used. If you look at Van Heusen, they make pretty standard clothes. That's like the stuff that you'll see at like a Nordstrom rack. And honestly, if you go to any Goodwill or Value Village, you're gonna see a ton of this brand name, because they make pretty standard clothes for everyone. This is just one of those brands you're just gonna see regardless. But every now and then, there will be kind of like a sleeper hit. Like, you'll see pretty standard like Oxford shirts from them, or you'll see like these button-up shirts that are meant to be worn with a suit. But every now and then, they have a shirt that I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was them. And this is one of those shirts where I was like, I really like the way this fits. It's like not too long for an extra large, by the way. This is an extra large, but it's right here, it sits right here, right above my waist, or like right at the waist, so it's not necessarily cropped. Like, I think some cropping these days, a lot of these fashion influencers, like, looks great on them, but I think everyone is kind of going too crazy with the crop. I think it's nice to just have a shirt that's a little bit timeless, because I think the crop thing is going to go away eventually. Like, I know that cropping makes you look good because you want to break your body up into thirds, but some people are just cutting everything and saying, oh, that's fashion. And I agree, it looks better, but like, there is like a nice happy medium place where you can sort of have something that looks proportional but still is, you know, sort of going past your waist a little bit. So I just think there is a happy medium there, and I feel that this, for me, hits that sweet spot for me. But I'm not hating on any of those people that like to crop everything. I like to crop things every now and then too, but I do think we don't need to crop every single little thing. So yeah, and this is one of those shirts also that it's kind of interesting, the sleeves. When I like fully let the sleeve go out, the wrist is a little bit shorter. One thing I really like about thrifting is that a lot of the stuff is pre-shrunk, because these have been previously worn. I tried to button this up, but I just couldn't make it work. But here's kind of an example. So this sleeve here just hits right at the wrist, and I think that's pretty perfect, because, you know, sometimes it's nice to have a fit that, you know, the material kind of goes over for sort of like a devil-may-care sort of look. But, you know, this is actually kind of where things should land, in my opinion, for shirts like these, because it's nice. You can cuff it up if you want it to look a little bit shorter and look a little bit more relaxed and cool. But you can also just wear it long, and it just sits perfectly at the wrist. Like I said, I'm not going to button up because it's pissing me off. But yeah, I really like the way this looks. When I wear this shirt, I feel like I'm Clark Kent. I feel like I'm in Smallville. I feel like I'm a farm boy, even though, you know, I don't really do manual labor. I sit at a desk all day and stare at a screen and crunch numbers. Hell yeah. But anyways, I got this shirt. I think it looks good with these pants too. Like, I think you could wear it with these wide leg trousers if you want to. You could even try to tuck it in a little bit and just, I don't know, like, I feel like it could work. And I know some people might disagree. But I don't know, I just think you could make it work. But also, you could wear them with some black trousers, like those black Dockers that I had. You could wear those easily. Like, it's just like a simple little thing. You could throw on a vest underneath, and I don't know, wear it unbuttoned, and that's a look too, and have the vest tucked in. Like, there's just so many things you can do with a flannel, and I really like this one. I've never had a flannel in this color. Tell me what the color is, because I honestly don't know. Is it red or brown? I think it is. I think it is. But yeah, I've never had a flannel in this color. I really like it. And that's it. How much longer can I talk about this goddamn flannel? Also, this is by no means a new piece of clothing I got, but this is a fisherman's jacket that I got at Levi at the outlet mall. So, like I said, getting everything on sale is always the move. I think this was maybe 30% off at the time. I don't remember how much it was, but the quality on this is very great. So a lot of people are getting those Carhartt workwear jackets, which I like those too. I do, but they're expensive, and this was a cheaper alternative. This is like a fisherman's jacket, I guess. I think that's what they called it. So it's sort of the same deal. It's got the corduroy collar. It comes in this really nice color, and it's got these, you know, pockets and these little things, you know, these little hooks that you can fasten things. You can put your keys on here. You can put whatever, like a salmon you caught. You can hook his mouth on there and just show off your catch of the day. Like, I just love it. I love things with pockets. I love, look at that. It's got an in pocket right here, so you can put your second wallet in there. It's got pockets here. Like, pockets are so great. And I'll never understand why they don't give women's pants pockets. Like, I don't get it. Like, why put the illusion of a pocket there? Just put the pocket there. Go the extra mile. It drives me crazy, and I feel bad for people that buy these pants that don't have pockets. Like, if there is anything about the patriarchy, it is that for some reason we just felt like women shouldn't carry things in their pants. Like, who made that rule up? I want to say it's a man, to be honest, but it could have been a woman, you know? It could have been a woman making that decision, because I believe in equality. I believe both men and women can make bad decisions. But yes, this has a bunch of pockets. It has this cool zipper right here that goes all the way up. Boom, and then you can button it all the way up for extra security and warmth, and it's great. I like this jacket a lot, but this is not a new item. It's just something I bought a long time ago, and I think it goes really well with this red flannel. Red? Please tell me it's red. Is it red? By the way, I'm colorblind. I might have mentioned it in like a previous blog, but I am very colorblind, so I think this is like red or brown. But I like the color, I just don't know for sure. But I think they go very well with each other. It makes me look like, I said, a working man who chops wood all day, and I don't know, like has a sensitive side. So I think it's cool, and that's all. That's all I gotta say. Oh yes, and also it looks good with his hat too. Upon reviewing the footage, I realize I don't think I look as good as I do in this hat than I thought I did. Goodbye. I got this hat in Florida. You might have seen it in the blog. It's a fun little hat, and that's it. That's all I got. Oh, do you have time? Do you have time? I just watched Twisters, and that movie is fudging incredible, okay? You think Glenn Powell was a star in Top Gun Maverick? No. You think Glenn Powell was a star in Hitman? Yes, but no. Twisters, I think, is Glenn Powell being the Glenn Powelliest. I think that this is him fully embracing the reconnaissance of his career. I think he knows how hot he is, and he makes it work for the camera. And let me tell you, he is a rising star to watch out for. I know he has been on the rise, but like, this man knows his audience, and he just makes it work. He's got this magnetic like pull to him that like a movie star should, and I think that's great. I love seeing a new movie star. I like seeing someone grow up and realizing that this might be that generation's Brad Pitt. For me, Brad Pitt is my generation's Brad Pitt, but for someone else, this is gonna be that guy to them, and I think that's really cool. Like, he's talented, he's a good-looking guy, he knows how to make a movie fun. Like, I feel like he chooses projects specifically that bring audiences to see a spectacle, and I think that's amazing. Like, with his past choices, man, if you haven't seen Hitman, just the breadth of his acting range displayed in that freaking movie is incredible. I think it's really fun. I don't think it's Linklater's best. In my opinion, it's not Linklater's best. I think this is one of his, like, you know, one for me and one for you, kind of to the studio. But I think it's a great movie overall. It's far from being a bad flick. It's a very entertaining couple of hours. So I took off the tag off this shirt, and it ripped a goddamn hole in my sleeve right there. You can see that. And that is the downside of also thrifting, is that yeah, you got to be a little bit more gentle with the things, because even if I just did like the method where you take both ends and you just do that, sometimes it will slip through and still rip a hole through it. It was like, I barely tugged on it and it ripped. And that pisses me off a little bit. Yeah, that makes me very sad. And you know what? It goes for the more distressed look, but that's not what I was trying to go for. It's a little upsetting because it feels like fate made that choice for me and didn't, you know, consult with me before, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. But anyways, I was talking about Twisters. I think that movie was such a blast. Like I said, Glenn Powell is a star in this film, but the real star of this film is Daisy Edgar Jones, who pulls off a very convincing American accent. And I will say, like, their chemistry in this was very, very much tense the entire time. I just felt like they were always about to kiss, and there was a, no pun intended, storm brewing between these two characters. I really enjoy this movie. It's like the perfect blockbuster flick. Like, I'm someone who goes into movies and 9 times out of 10 I have something critical to say about it, and I could pull things out of this movie and say it's a little bit corny, but the thing is, like, it knows what it's doing. It knows who it's catering to. It knows its audience. It knows what it is. It's a spectacle. It's literally a movie called Twisters. It's about nature versus man. Like, it can't get any more simplified than that. And I think it does a really great thing in the third act that really just knocks it out the park for me. For some people, they might be like, that's a little on the nose, but that's exactly the point. There's literally a part in the movie where they say, we need to go to the theaters. And I think that is the message overall of that film, is that we need to go watch movies in the theaters, because that's where a lot of these big movies are meant to be seen. This is not a movie you go and rent on, I don't know, like Amazon Prime or something. It's like, it's just not a movie you should watch at home. You can, you very much can. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm just saying there are certain spectacle movies where you should go out of your way and get a ticket to see it. And I know ticket prices are crazy, but then you can't use that excuse if AMC Stubs A-List exists, because it's just like you're paying for one ticket a month and you pretty much get like 12 movies that entire month. So I feel like with deals like that, there aren't any excuses, but I will say, if you can't even afford that, then by all means don't do it. Like, totally valid. But if you can't afford that, no excuses. But anyways, great movie. Had such a blast. I feel like it's like almost this year's Top Gun in terms of just going to a movie and being like, damn, that was a fun experience. Like, I just had raw fun watching that movie. It wasn't trying to tell like a specific message. It wasn't trying to like cater to a certain fan base that was like a fan of the original movie. It was like a movie you could go in raw with the sequel and just be like, this is a story that I can get on board with immediately. Like, it didn't feel like it was having like franchise-itis where it just had to make references after references. It just was its own movie, and I really enjoyed the hell out of it. And I thought it was crazy that Lee Isaac Chung followed up Minnari with this movie. The only thing I could really tie Minnari and this movie with is that they both take place in the Midwest, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there is one Korean character that says a Korean line in this movie, and I feel like that was just Lee Isaac Chung being like, there you go. It was a fun little throwaway for people who are, I guess, fans of Minnari, but it's like, I don't know. It could have been nothing. Maybe they just wanted a Korean extra in there, but I just thought it was fun. I think that's gonna be it for this video. I'm second guessing myself, but I think that's gonna be it. I'm going to a Mariners game right now. I have to go meet up with my friend pretty soon and get some beers and watch a game. I don't even know who's playing. I never know who's playing. Thank you for watching, and just like in the last video, I want to recommend a piece of music. And actually, I have the album right here. This was someone I got the pleasure to see playing locally in our town, and I was like, I really like this person's sound. This is Brian John Appleby, and so I'll leave you with this song. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.